Hi guys, so the skin is glistening a little bit. I have a little bit of an oily skin. So yes guys, so anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys about Nigerian tailors. Honestly, it's been probably like one of my worst experiences this year. I had to cut a tailor last year because it was horrible. And honestly, this year it got a little better, but it I mean, the improvement is probably like what, maybe I'll give it like maybe 3% improvement. You know, Nigerian tailors are so comfortable in their incompetence, and it's a sad thing because Nigerians actually support them. You know, they're like, oh, you need to understand, and that's how Nigerian tailors are. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, you're not helping these people because every single so there's this bank in Nigeria. They're called Guarantee Trust Bank. So every year they have like a fashion weekend towards the end of the year. I didn't go for this year's fashion weekend, but the previous two, I went for the previous two. And one question that was consistent in those two fashion weekends that I got the time and opportunity to attend was, why don't Nigerians scale to the international market? And I'm like, have you seen the way you run your businesses? Have you seen the way, I mean, they're so inefficient, they're so unreliable. Like if you're in Nigeria and you literally want to maybe like maybe promote your business in a certain type of way, and someone comes to you and is like, oh, I have a contract that I'd like to give you, and I will need it in 3 weeks. I would not advise you to take that contract, because if you don't have your own tailors, like your own, like they work for you and you alone, if you don't have your own tailors, if you don't have your own staff, I promise you that 3 weeks probably gonna be 3 months, and you will just like ruin your name, ruin your reputation. So depending on Nigerian tailors to like, give you like a good business, um, a good business service is literally like digging a hole for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I would just say that honestly, okay, so for instance, like there's this skirt that I'm supposed to have released um, this week. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to have released the skirts this week. I'm supposed to have advertised them this week. And I contracted the job to surprise me in Nigerian tailor, because I'm in Nigeria, obviously. And what happened is that this guy, okay, so I gave him like a piece of clothing to adjust for me, and then I also gave him fabric for like to sew the sample before I give him the fabric that he's going to use to make the um, the size, the pieces that come in sizes, just to be sure that he understands the style and everything. And it's a pencil skirt, by the way, guys. It's a pencil skirt. It's not some extravagant. Um, you know how Nigerian style can be sometimes very loud, just very extravagant. It's a pencil skirt, okay? A pencil skirt, and I've given him since I think the end of October or like the beginning of November, and he hasn't sewn the pencil skirt and he hasn't adjusted the dress. I even helped him loosen the dress to make his work. All he needs to do is just, you know, sew the adjustment, because the waist, the hip area, sorry, the hip area kind of needed like some corrections. So I was like, okay, help me, you know, fit the hip. The hip wasn't fitted and it wasn't sitting where the hip was supposed to sit. And listen, I gave him this dress since the beginning of November. This is almost the end of November. He has not sewn a pencil skirt. How long does it take to cut a pencil skirt? How long does it take to sew a pencil skirt? A pencil skirt is not difficult to sew. It's taking you a month. It's taking you a month to amend a dress. You can't even come, even if you were to loosen the dress, it's it should not take a month. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it has really put me like this whole situation, like look at the bags under my eye. Like I've been so stressed because like even the bags that I introduced this year from my business, I do the cutting and then I give my tailors to sew. I do have people that use, but the second set that was supposed to be ready in like 3 days, it took them 3 months because I had cut everything as at July. I didn't get these things till ending of October last month. You know, they were supposed to be released in summer. Now I can't release them in summer, so I have to sell them in a way that it appeals to people that travel to like the Caribbean islands or to the Maldives or that go on trips regardless of whether it's winter or fall or summer or spring. And just these things, they just, I mean, I'm just lost for words. I'm just short of words. I don't know what to say. I am just completely disappointed in how my schedule for the year has been completely rearranged. I wouldn't even say it was rearranged, it was completely scattered because I'm here depending on Nigerian tailors to keep the time. Poor time management, Nigerian tailors, poor time management, lack of accountability. There's always an excuse. They never take responsibility for anything. And it's so sad because other Nigerians are, supporting them, are, making excuses for them. And I'm like, how do you want to grow? How do you want to improve your craft or improve yourself? When you're just used to you just want to sit down. Oh, I know how to sew, or as long as clients are coming, I'm good. Is that all you just want to be? You just want to be a tailor that has clients that keep coming, or do you want to every single time they keep asking in these fashion weekends, why don't we scale, into the international market? And I'm like, you guys are so lazy. You don't even do research. You want to scale into the international market with this way you handle things. Do you know what I mean? If a bride comes to you and says, oh, my wedding is in 3 months, I need you to do this, do this, do this, these people will probably not deliver her stuff until maybe the week before her wedding. And then if things are not fitting, the scrambling, I mean, so they're just so unprofessional, and it has really challenged me this year. I've had to like start learning how to sew because I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I have to learn how to sew. I have to work towards like getting my own machines, getting my own tailors, because that literally is the only way. I'm going to find my way out of this whole situation. My entire schedule for this year has been really completely scattered because of these people. And yo, I don't even know like what to say, but I'm just gonna say this. If you're a Nigerian tailor and you happen to stumble across this, I'm just gonna tell you to do better. Do better. Want more for yourself, because listen, if you take this attitude abroad, you say, oh, I know how to sew, I'm going to see how I can get myself a sewing machine and start doing like local tailoring. Sweetheart, you take that attitude, you want to do local tailoring in London or US or Italy or anywhere with this attitude, sweetheart, you're going to flop. It's not even a curse, it's just a fact. You're going to flop woefully, because abroad, people actually, 3 weeks better be 3 weeks. You know what I mean? 3 weeks, you cannot go abroad and be like, oh, I'm busy. Oh, this excuse that is like like excuses that don't even make sense. Because how long does it take to sew a pencil skirt? How long? The tailor that I had to cut off last year is still owing me a pencil skirt 2 years later. A pencil skirt. Okay, guys, a pencil skirt. So I promise you, if you think, oh, Nigerians are always gonna make excuses for you, they don't want you to grow. If you wanna grow, if you wanna scale Africa, let's let me just assume that it's a common African thing, but if you want to scale Africa, I promise you, this attitude, you're gonna have to drop it. You're gonna have to learn how to manage your time. You're gonna have to learn how to schedule, plan your schedule. If someone comes, the problem with Nigerian tailors, somebody's gonna come and be like, okay, so I can come in today and be like, oh, I need 30 dresses in 2 weeks. They'll be like, oh yeah, yeah, we can deliver. Another person can come in today and be like, I need 10 shirts in 5 days. Oh yeah, yeah, I can deliver. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna disappoint me, disappoint the person that needs 10 shirts. Like the person that needs 10 shirts in 5 days is probably not gonna get it till 2 weeks later. I that need something in 2 weeks is probably not get it till a month or two later, because there's always an excuse. And I promise you guys, that's not how to do business. So honestly, if you're a Nigerian tailor, you ever come across this video, I'm just gonna tell you, fix up. Because if you don't, you will get your customers, no doubt about it, but that's literally all you're gonna be. The Nigerian tailor in that corner, just like, yes, you're gonna make your money. If money is your motivation, okay, great. But if you want to be global, if you want to have a global name, you're gonna have to function with the global mind. Because I promise you, you're gonna be working for Versace or Gucci with this attitude, you'll be fired in seconds. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to get this off my chest. I'm highly disappointed. I was supposed to be launching these gorgeous skirts for Christmas. They're not ready. The sample is not even ready. Pencil skirt, guys. Pencil skirt. I have no words, but anyways, guys, glad I got this off my chest. I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.